Hey guys, I think this is part 4 of the 74 Tigre oval sled build. Got the hood here, painted that Saturday, the hood and the pan on Saturday. The hood ain't perfect by any means. I failed to do a primer after I did some more Bondo after I did the primer, and I failed to do a primer on top of that because I thought the black was really going to cover a lot of it up, and it didn't. You can really, in the right light, you can see in there, you can see it. So, and I had a lot of 40 grit scratches in it because I was just tired of sanding. I didn't really want to sand them out, so I left them in there hoping this was going to fill it in. And what I'm going to do now is wet sand it with some 400. And if I blow through it, I blow through it. If I don't, and some of the stuff's sanding out, then I'll clear it tonight. If I have to repaint it, then I'll repaint it. It don't matter to me. I'm not in a huge hurry. It turned out pretty good. I mean, it could have went worse. It's not going to be perfect anyways. It's going to get blasted with stickers and whatnot, so I'm not too awful worried about it. There's the sled. I think you guys seen all that stuff. It's a bit dirty right now, but there's the sled. It's pretty much ready to go. I think I'm going to order a Micron 5 for it. Data logger. I'm just going to get the base model. I'd like to get the 2T so I can do EGTs. But I just don't know if I got the money for it right now. Thinking what I could do is put my probe, because it'll come with one EGT. I was thinking I could set that guy right in there, and I'd at least have some sort of temperature reading. You know, if it's getting too crazy, I'll know. But yeah, the pan ain't perfect at all. I mean, it's not even close to being perfect, and I'm not even worried about it, because the only thing you're ever gonna see is the sides, and people are gonna see the bottom part here, and I don't even care. I'm not worried about it one bit. There's scratches and there's junk in there, and I could care less. See, here you can see what I was talking about with the, it's not quite that bad on the hood, but that's what it looks like in some, well, like I said, it's not quite that bad, but in some spots that's what it's doing. You can see the Bondo, the paint soaked into the Bondo. But yeah, I pulled this off of an not an EXT. It was a 73 El Tigre. It's gonna make into a EXT clone or whatever, and I had to widen the bulkhead. So I made some of these rubber patches out of a snow flap, and these, I don't have the right side there. These I'm just gonna rivet on there like that, and then it'll just cover that hole up. So that's what we got right now. I'm gonna wet sand it, and I'll be back. So yeah, we'll see you in a little while. When I was done painting it, after a couple hours, I set it outside so it would dry. And that was a really bad idea. It got a lot of junk in there. Got them fuzzies and shit in there, but yeah, I'm gonna wet sand it, and I'll be back. All right, we'll see you later. So, wet sanding this hood, and it's coming out pretty good. I haven't blown through in any spots yet, knock on wood. But a lot of the orange peel is coming out, and it's I'm gonna have to dry this off and see where we're at, but I think it's flattening out quite a bit on the top here, and the sides and everything's looking good. You can tell, I did this in the last video, you can tell when it's wet sanded because the water, it just beads right off and it's smooth. But over here, it doesn't like to stick. See, it doesn't like cling on. Like, I guess this side beads better than this side, but this is just smoother. You can just feel this. I mean, this feels like glass. And then this, it's all rough, and you can feel it with the sand when you're wet sanding too. You can feel when you get into a spot that hasn't been sanded. You can really feel it. But yeah, it's coming out pretty good. I think I'm just gonna leave the pan, just blow it off, degrease it, whatever, and spray it. If I end up spraying the hood tonight, then I'm just gonna do it all in one shot. I'll probably only do maybe 2-3 coats on the pan, and I'm gonna load this hood right up, because I'm gonna wet sand the crap out of it, you know, once it's done. So I might put 3, 4, or 5 on this thing to get it done, because you know, it gets scratched up. You gotta wet sand it out and buff it and everything. Or hopefully this winter I just biff it and then I don't have to worry about it. And then I can just beat the hell out of it and don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I'll come back when it's all wet sanded and we'll see what happens. Alright. So, got the hood here. Just got done wet sanding it. It came out pretty darn good. I'm happy with it. Got a lot of the scratches and whatnot out of here. It just dry off. It come out pretty good. There's still some orange peel here and there. I don't know why it's even there. It's matte black. It's actually tractor paint from Tractor Supply. Don't tell anyone. But it's just, it ain't supposed to be really a 2-part system. But I want the shine. They do make gloss black, but I want a 2-part. I really want a 2-part system, so you're not blowing through everything. But this will all the orange peel that's in here, that'll get hidden by the clear. So I'm not too awful worried about that. I just wanted to get the scratches and some of the bigger imperfections out. There's a pretty good one right there, an imperfection, and one over here. I don't know if you can see it. Those were both from bugs, from sitting outside. So when you paint something, just because it's nice outside don't mean you gotta let it sit out there. I'm sure it helped it dry faster, but I mean, I'm not too worried about it. There's a little thing there. A lot of that stuff is going to be buried in the clear anyway, and you're never going to see it. So, it's going to be good. So, I'm going to degrease it and throw some clear on here, and the same with the pan. This I'm just gonna wipe this down and paint it, because like I said, I ain't worried about it. And then a couple days goes by, I can wet sand it, wheel it, put the pan on, and get the hood on, and it'll start coming around, and I can put the skis on and everything, and then I can start working on the skid, get the track in, figure out what I'm gonna do with my drivers. But right now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the sled, and I gotta move the lawnmower somewhere too. I hope it ain't raining outside. I might just zip them outside quick, but yeah, once I get the clear on, I'll be back, and we'll see what this thing looks like. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear me too good. I got my respirator on, but This is the second coat of clear on the hood and the pan. It's turning out real good. It's laying down smooth. Got something in there already, but that'll sand out. The paint's laying down real nice. Not too many complaints. No dry spray or nothing too bad. Pan looks good. Up here there's probably some dry spray because I ran out of clear, but I ain't worried about the top anyway. I got the sides and this up here. But it's coming out pretty damn good. I'm really digging it. It's going to be a sharp looking sled. It's not the straightest on the sides, but the top's pretty good, and in here is pretty good too. But yeah, it's gonna be sharp. So yeah, I might mix up one more thing here to do one more coat on each, and then I'm gonna call it good for the night because it's coming out good. For a gun, I'm using the 2-in-1 thing from Harbor Freight. Right here. Oh shit. Right here. That's what I'm using. I love the gun. It works great. Just get a filter and a regulator from Harbor Freight too. You really gotta turn the PSI up though. I got mine at about 60. But it works good. It's easy to use, easy to set up. For my clear, I'm using some PPG. This stuff's real old, like 15 years old. But I got everything to do it. It's urethane and it's not that hard. It's good stuff. So yeah. I will catch you back when I'm wet sanding, and we'll see you then. So take care. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll be back. So we'll see you. Thanks for watching. Bye.